Today's practice is Yin Yoga for kindness, and we look into this kindness thing in Ahimsa point of view. So we are talking about yoga philosophy and non-violence. You will need blocks or block and or bolster to this practice. So we are starting with sleeping butterfly. If you have one block, you can place it under your shoulder blades. If you have two blocks, you can maybe lift up the block under your shoulder blades and place the other one under your head. And if you have bolster, place it behind you and come lie on your bolster. Wherever you are, place your hands on your shoulder level. Let your knees open to the sides. Place the soles of your feet together. Make sure that your shoulders are comfortable and start directing your inhalations to lift up from your abdomen. So let your belly rise toward the ceiling. Let the inhalation lift up to your rib cage and to your chest. And once you start to exhalate, make sure that your chest is dropping toward your spine, your rib cage is sliding toward each other, and lastly, your belly button is dropping toward your spine. Inhale fully and completely, and exhale, empty your lungs completely. Ahimsa is the basic act of being kind to yourself and to others. In what you say, in what you do or think, eat, buy, anything that you take in. And today we are especially focusing on kindness toward yourself, because it is usually easier to be kind to other human beings or living beings than to yourself. We can be really nasty toward ourselves. So let this practice move the energies within your body, so you are able to spot those moments when you are acting violently, quote unquote violently, toward yourself. And maybe spot those moments in a way that you can start to turn those moments to be more positive and be more gentle, kind, and loving. Continue on breathing like you have been, filling your lungs completely and emptying them completely. Just let yourself turn into yourself. Let everything that's outside of this moment melt away from your body, from your mat. There is only you and your breath. Then you can start to lift your knees toward the ceiling and let them lean into each other. Spread your feet wide apart and then turn onto your side. You can have your palms or your arms under your head so your spine is straight. And take this moment and ask yourself, how am I doing today? How is my body and my mind at this point? Then lift yourself up. We are moving on to the frog pose. So make sure that the mat remains under your knees throughout this pose. So we are opening our knees to the sides and your heels are under your knees in a way. So your knees and your ankles are resting on the floor. Your ankles are flexed, your toes are pointing to the side, and come lie down. Either be supported by the earth or the floor, or you can have some support under your chest. So maybe your bolster, or if you have blankets. And just breathe in fully. And while you exhale, empty your lungs completely. Continue on breathing. Let your breath move the energies within your body. Making space to the next breath. Making space for something new to enter. Letting go. Letting go the old and unwanted. Letting go of unkindness. Something that's in a way harsh in your life. Breathe in. The fresh energy and exhale. Just let go. Then start to lift yourself up. Be gentle and mindful to your body, and then sit back on your heels and come to your child's pose. Place your arms wherever you want them to be. They can be above your head or side of your head or on the side of your legs. Just relax for a moment. Relax to this moment of doing no harm. Just lovingly nourishing your body with fresh air. Then come back to seated position and spread your legs wide apart. And make sure that you are sitting on your sitting bones. Inhale length into your spine, and then bring your palms on each side of your left leg and come onto your forward fold over your left leg. Wherever you land, you can have something to support your head if you want. And then let this thought from Einstein to sink in. He says, that most important choices we will ever have to make is whether to believe that the world is a friendly place or not. And furthermore, if we think it is a friendly place, then we will see more love around us. We give and we forgive. We be more kind and we support each other more. And on the other side, if we think the world is unkind, our energy will be put into building walls. We are creating separation to protect ourselves from being hurt or harmed. So just let that sink in. Thinking and maybe making some sort of choice on which kind of world you want to live in. Understanding that everything begins within ourselves. And it is our choice. Ultimately, it's our choice about how we see things and what we will start to see more in our lives. You can start to lift yourself up and prepare to switching sides. So maybe just correct your position and then inhale length into your spine and come onto forward fold over your right leg. Inhaling, filling your lungs completely, and as you exhale, let go. Let go of unkind thoughts, feelings that are not serving you. Inhaling kindness, gentleness, love, filling your lungs completely with those feelings, filling your body completely with those feelings, and then just let go and exhale. Then you can start to lift yourself up. Maybe bring your palms behind your back and just lift up your gaze a little. Open your chest. We are continuing on with the same position, keeping our legs wide apart. So for that chest opening, we are going to the other direction. We are going to the Dragonfly. So again, inhale your spine straight and long, and exhale, come to your forward fold. Again, you can have something to support your head, or you can have your palms under your head. Wherever you land in this pose, breathing in fully. Being present in this moment, letting everything else melt away. Anything that has been before, this practice today and everything that is still to come after the practice. Just try to keep and be present in this moment. Try to bring in the new, fresh energy, understanding the movement of the energies, understanding the fact that when someone hurts another human or living being, they are also hurting themselves. And when they are hurting themselves, they are also hurting other living beings. Coming back to that thought from Einstein, which kind of world you want to live in, which kind of thinking brings you more positive feelings and thoughts. It is about what we say and think, and whether those things are kind-hearted things, whether we say them to others or to ourselves. Remembering that the outer critic reflects the inner criticism, the outer judge reflects inner judgments. What you say about others says a lot about yourself. And in the end, it is about you and how you feel about your life. How does it feel? How does some thought feel? It can be thought, it can be word or action. How does it feel? And if it doesn't feel good, just let it go. Change that. You can start to lift yourself up. And for the next pose, we will need a block. If you have one, you can also lift your hips up with the bolster or blanket. But if you have block, use it. And come lie on your back and bend your knees. Lift your hips up so you can place the block under your palm or a little bit above your palm where the flesh is ending. Place it there and then straighten your legs and lift your arms above your head. And come back to your breath, breathing in fully, exhaling completely, letting go, relaxing, letting go of any tension in your body, just melting into this pose. While you are breathing here, may this practice remind you that the world is indeed a friendly place. It is kind and supportive place. Let in those loving feelings toward your surroundings and yourself. And anything that is not kind, let that go. Let that melt away from your mat, from your world. You are allowed to create this love bubble or kindness bubble, whatever you want to call it. It is okay. It's all about what kind of world and life you want to create. Continue on breathing, filling your lungs completely, letting go of any unwanted energy with your exhalations. Then you can start to bending your knees, removing your block, and come and lie down on your back in your Savasana. Let your feet turn outward a little so you are able to relax your hips, your arms on the side of your body, away from your body, palms up. Let your shoulder blades rest on your mat. Nod your chin in a little. Make sure that you are comfortable. Make sure that you are able to relax. And let your breath guide you further in your relaxation. So the relaxation is lifting up from your feet all the way to the crown of your head, making your body feel heavier and heavier on the way. So in a way it feels like you are about to melt into your mat. Try to empty your mind. When we have an internal dialogue, we should ask, is it true? Is it kind? Is it useful? Is the silent talk freeing us and taking us to a higher place? Or is it holding us back from living the life that is compassionate, gentle and loving towards ourselves? We can't stop our thoughts, that's the fact. They are coming from the brain to protect us, to help us avoid pain. What we can do is to question their validity, to be an observer when we feel we are entering dangerous territory, to learn humility when we stumble over our internal words, and to always be kind. The quote today is my all-time favorite from John Wesley, and it goes like this: do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. You can start to wake yourself up with a little bit of movement, and then make the movement a little bit bigger. Maybe stretch yourself or hug your knees in. And then slowly start lifting yourself up to seated position where you want to end this practice today. Trying to keep your spine straight and long and your chest open. This is your place for gratitude toward the practice that you just did. Always remember that it is perfect just as it is, or as it was. Then bring your palms onto your heart center. Lift your thumbs in between your brows and make a little bow to say thank you. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. And remember, if you haven't already, comment, like and subscribe to this channel. And we see each other again next time. Bye!